I'll tell you something else you don't know.
What? That deal is out the door.
Whoa. What happened?
I let off the brake.
I thought we got hit.
This is what we're working on today.
I put her on the spot.
Can I see your hose?
Are you? Whoa! You about bit it on the ice. Are you nervous?
No. I'm a little bit nervous.
You're a little bit nervous?
Yeah, a little. You go.
You go first. First ride.
That sun's always in the way, ain't it?
First ride in the semi.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Big, huh?
I didn't know it would be this little.
You didn't know what?
I didn't know it would be this little. Try. Oh, we all did.
Oh, you feel like you're going to.
I don't think I can even see anything. On side. That guy was like, what?
Yeah. Most people don't just cruise around in a semi.
Are we gonna get back?
Huh?
Are we gonna get back?
How?
Ow.
Just turn around.
Scary.
It looks like you're gonna hit stuff, but you're not.
Everything. That's the fun part about it.
What do you think?
That's a sharp turn, Tim.
This is a sharp turn. It's gonna go wide, bro.
Oh, we're about to hit the stop.
Well, we do some shifting now.
This is making me dizzy. That's too sharp. How to hit the camera? They need to add a bigger road.
That's us.
I'm the guy.
Yeah, we're they.
You guys had that this small road for this. That's a pin tree.
Messing with your,
It's making him real anxious. You're gonna love seeing his faces.
why? He's always like, why we gotta bring his trailer? It's all stressed out.
Oh,
Dear.
oh dear.
Now we're stuck.
We're not stuck.
Why do you go backwards?
It's just like a regular car, man. It's just bigger. What's he
He
say?
said, oh dear.
Why did I think about this?
Why did I think about this?
No phones?
Look what he's talking about.
No phones?
He just saw that sticker and said, no phones.
This is my new book. Name was Jordan. This is Jordan's semi. Did you know that, Tim?
Oh,
I didn't know either.
So we read a mystery of Jordan. That was one mystery you guys didn't see.
It is a mystery.
Go hit the
Don't know
van.
about.
It says Jordan was here in the 2000 9,000.
It's 9,000. That's what this truck is. It's a Ford 9,000.
Wait, how old is this truck?
1988.
9 years younger than me, 36. This is a good one for 36. Got 500,000 miles. It's been drove 500,000 miles.
500,000 miles.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So this was from, this is, the 9,000s was 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago.
Push that. Push it in hard. Use your thumb. It's real loud out here. How was your first semi-driving experience, sir?
Good.
Good.
What do you think about it? What should we name it?
I said big boy.
Big boy fishes?
Big boy.
Big boy is a good name.
Dad.
Massive.
It is massive. You're right.
That's big.
That's bandit. It's made that way. Some of them are bent. Bandit. Come on. I got you. Wrestling. Slip on the ice and break the skull out. Semis are fun. They're so much fun.
It is so much fun.
Everyone should own a semi.
Like, we didn't even leave the property and we're just all smiles.
Yeah, everybody in the campground hates it.
Sammy, you don't slide on the ice. Did you love it?
Yeah, I did.
You did. What was your favorite part?
The one thing I did.
Finding that. All right. We're headed out the door. It's freezing freaking cold. Gotta
Yeah.
put air in my tire every day of my life.
We come from the land of many flat tires.
I don't think I have my sunglasses
You gotta
either.
have one of these.
It's
Better go
true.
get 'em.
I don't know. They might be in the car.
I seen them in there.
We got a project to do today. It's not sub-zero temps, and we got some work to do. We haven't been in the barn, so we're getting some work together for you on Sunday while the kids are at school. Getting an Escalade and heading down to the barn. Take that and let's tell them what we're doing today.
We're back on White's truck. I've been working on a deal to do some work to trade for a Cummins, and it has exhausted me dealing with this person. I was trying to keep my garage open because I was going to change a clutch. I mean, it was going to be worth it, but it turned into not being worth it. So we're back on Wyatt's truck.
Yeah.
So it's on.
Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze, and it definitely ain't in this case because it's like more headache to even try to get to the job than even getting the job done. So I can only imagine what it'd be after.
Yeah.
So that deal is out the door.
Ooh. So now let's just focus on some stuff. Small. Yeah.
Miss the Elliott
Yeah.
That's what me and Butcher listened to on the way to the bus.
Yeah, I rap on the way to school this more too. Does that sound like her?
Yeah. I don't know what she says though. But
All
I
right.
always make the noise.
This whole black truck came here for some work from the previous owner. He was a customer of mine, and he brought it here for us to work on. And we ended up keeping it. But one of the jobs that he was paying me to do, which got worked into the deal, was put a new gas tank in, which I did. Gas tank's in. Hold on. Got the gas tank in. Fuel lines run all the way to the motor. You've seen us working on it. It's got pushed in, pushed out, 10 inches of snow on it, and all that. But we're back in business. And this is why I guess I should have shoveled it. I didn't think that the snow would stick around for a month, but we're walking on 4 inches of ice. Hurt your leg! Look where it just pukes out the front.
All right, there it is. This is what we're working on today.
I put her on the spot.
I know.
See, I just quit talking.
Yeah, I didn't know what was happening. It's Wyatt's truck, so we're gonna work on the gas tank today.
I've already been working on it. We're gonna flip that to the back and you won't even know what happened. You won't even know. So
It's true.
real important job. I'll give her the camera here, but can't put gas in it. You see, I put a tank in this tank here. The new tank was bigger. These generic ads caught me, and it didn't say no gallon. Maybe it liter, but the new tank came and it was bigger, which is better because it had a tiny tank in it. But we gotta go down from the filler neck and turn into the tank immediate. So we're going to raise it up on the lift, and we're going to get exact measurements, and then we're going to go to the most capable auto parts store around here. And what do you think our odds are?
Very slim. They usually are. I got high faith. I always have high hopes and high faith. I never think negatively as much as I can, but you know, when it comes to the parts store, that's always another adventure.
So I did some other work, but it's better to have her here. You guys like her more than you like me. So some of the work that we'll be showing you is just basic brake work, stuff that you can do to help you not go off the edge of the cliff. I got new brake lines, new shocks, new lift. This truck's coming along real nice. You're gonna see probably the best way to clean your rusty brake rotors ever. A lot of you are gonna think I'm a hack, but I took the grinder to them.
Well,
Sparks were flying, and I was spinning them. I look like the little Pillsbury dope. Who's the guys that lived in the tree?
the Keebler elves.
Yeah, he's always working.
I wanted to live in that tree with them so bad. You guys don't even understand. I wanted to be an elf
I want to go to
baker.
the store and get some on our way to
I'm
town.
a horrible baker, and I'm not short.
So you'll see some brake work on this truck, some shock work. We're getting ready. It's almost ready to try the key, see what happens.
So the gas tank's important.
Yeah. So let me lift it up.
All right.
I told Jennifer she should ride the lift. People like to watch things go up and down. Be up on there like, who's that kid, Tom? Tom's Refurb. He
Yeah.
always rides his lift. He'll stand on it and act like he ain't hitting the button. Always check your lift before you do this. I just had it up last night and I never released it all the way, so. Yep! 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 Yep. I'll lower it back down. I don't like to leave it up. This is an older lift. What did we pay for these? $500, $600?
I think 7. I think they were 7. We got 2. Well, yeah, they were 7 apiece.
All right, let's go back here. Let me see something. Here we go. Now I got that Missy Elliott in there. I sound like her, so I sing it.
You sound just like her.
What is she saying right there?
I don't know. That's why I said in the car. I always make the noise, but I don't know what she says. I love me some Missy Elliott, dude.
I'm gonna tell you a secret about things I do. I like to run different size lug nuts. I'm going this way. I like to run different size lug nuts on every wheel of every vehicle.
So that you can get tools for as often as possible.
I like to walk a lot.
I knew that you loved that.
Everything's got a wheel adapter or a weird. I've been lifting a lot of weights. Watch out.
I gotta say this too. You always blame it and say everybody likes to watch me, but let's just be honest. You have more fun when I'm around too.
Yeah.
Let's.
Come on, man. What happened? Oh, I left a freaking lug nut on there.
Oh man.
So I do like it when change the subject. Pulled the truck over on me. I do like it when you're in here because you'll respond to my stupid jokes. They don't talk back
I know.
until the comments section.
I know. I'm loving the comments today.
See, let me get a light.
Okay.
Stay right there.
Well, I gotta get out of your way.
Get out of the way! Move! I think it's better. I can move around better. All right, get up in there and show them what we're working on. You'll find it. See that? All right, you got your vent, then you got your feed. And you want it to be as unobstructed as possible. You know what I mean? I think it's still gonna give us problems.
I do too. It looks a pretty steep turn.
Yeah.
That's almost 90 or.
It's got doing the immediate 90, don't it?
Yeah. Need an elbow.
Macho man. Top rope. All right, let's see what we got. So radiator hoses, this could be $47.
Yeah.
We don't want it to be $47. So we are 1 3/4 inch, and our vent is, it's hard to tell. Our vent is a 5/8, which does a 90. That's weird.
That does a 92?
The hose does.
Oh, wow.
It's like a preformed hose.
Huh.
So we're going to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a steel pipe in there. There's not going to be any fluids going through that, just so it don't click off on you, you know? So we need an 8" with a 90. The 8 right in the middle of the 90 with an immediate 90. It's got to do it. It's got to do it fast. Or she won't flow good. So we need some 5/8 heater hose. Let me go over here and look. See, I might have some of that. That dumbbell. If I curled it as many times as I moved it, I'd be like that pop.
Every time you move it, you should curl it.
I do work out extreme.
You do?
Yeah.
I just found out.
This is 1/2 inch.
Last week, I did an extreme workout one day, and it did not work out for me. I was crippled for 7 days after that. It was too
The
extreme.
best things are never videoed. We need some 5/8 hose. She went and did this workout. Sometimes her and Wyatt go to the Y. That's a good story. And Wyatt wanted to go. She said, I'm going to go work out on Tuesday. And she disappeared for a little bit, came back, didn't really say nothing, but then was slow moving. Slow getting up.
I didn't sound like that.
Yeah. And this went on for days.
6 days. Not like a few. It was 6 days of not being able to move.
2 or 3 days into it, Wyatt
No, it was the same day.
wanted to go to Y, and she took him and dropped him off.
Did
Did some shopping.
I went to the vitamin store.
Yeah. So then Tuesday come, she's not bragging about more working out. She works out at home. Works out at the house, that's no big deal, and there'd be doing stuff. And but Tuesday come, like Leonard Skinner said, Tuesday's gone. I said, are you going to work out today? And she's like, no, that lady broke me down. I couldn't walk for 6 days.
I actually said, hell no.
I don't think it's worth it.
It's not. If you can't work out the other 6 days of the week, what's the point? Like when they say shredded, like my muscles were like shredded cheese or something. I don't know. They had to heal. I was tore everywhere.
This may not seem like an important job, but it's something that gets overlooked, and nothing else can go on until we fix it. So if you get something like this, set your mind and say, I'm going to fix this today. We're going to fix this today.
That's what we're doing. That's our goal.
Today I'm going to pour gas in this truck. I may not start it today, but we're going to pour gas in it. Let's see what our stove's doing before we leave. It's been so cold, I can't even start a wood stove. We've had a devastating loss.
Oh no.
Bo Duke his string broke.
Oh no.
Just like in real life. John Snyder.
No.
He suffered a massive loss, handicap.
That's terrible.
Look at him. I hope to get me a man.
I was looking at him. You moved him.
I hope they make a man out of me sometime. I sat here put him on his legs there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I hope someone makes a man out of me. That's weird. Go show my butt crack.
It ain't even out, believe it or not.
It feels like it.
It's just that cold.
All right, let's put some air in our brand new tire and haul ass.
Oh, yes. All right, where we at?
We're at Advanced Auto Parts in Lebanon. We live centrally located between Lebanon, Springboro, Wilmington Pike, which is Kettering. We live centrally located, and people ask us all the time, if we come to your show, should we stay in Lebanon? There's nothing wrong with Lebanon, but there's no hotels in Lebanon. What happened?
I let off the brake.
I thought we got hit. There's nowhere to stay in Lebanon. So Lebanon's good for auto parts stores because they have about 17 right here within a quarter-mile radius. We're going to go in here and we're looking for the cheapest solution.
This is the one we think will be the most reliable for what we're looking for.
Yeah, they're regular dudes in here. They don't... O'Leary's up the street. They got new people every single time you go in there.
True,
Sometimes you go in O'Reilly's, you're the only one in there.
It's true.
I don't have one this inch and a half, but I can get stuff like this. But you use a radiator hose, it ain't gonna last. I don't want it to last. Not very long.
Well, we struck out at our first stop, so we're gonna try somewhere else. Right across the street, we told you there's a million part stores in this little town, which is good for us. We'll see if we can get what we need.
I guess I never thought about fuel ruining the radiator hose because it's, I mean, I'm sure it will, but how quick?
How quickly?
These are the roadblocks you face. See, now we're an hour into it and no satisfaction. I'm not even going to tell them what I'm getting it for. I just need, show me your freaking radiator hoses.
That smells good in here.
I'm working on it. I need a radiator hose. It does a instant 90. It only needs to be 8 or 10 inches long, 1.75 inches inside.
Show you what I got.
Sure.
You can kind of see if you
That'd be perfect.
down here. Unfortunately, we don't stock a ton.
It's all right. Let's see what you got.
But
Have a good one,
All
guys.
right, just to get you going. Like, are you still filming?
Yeah.
Really? That you missed the best shit. There was 3 old dudes back there eating sandwiches, and this was hanging up above them.
Oh, man.
And the big guy, he had to hoist it down without dropping it on their sandwiches.
Oh, my
It was
God.
like 3 beers. I don't know what they were doing.
Having lunch.
Why are they in there on break like that?
It's lunchtime.
Right now?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I can't stand is freaking excuses. And I don't look like I feel like I look like the type of guy when I walk into your parts store, but I come in with a certain amount of confidence. You know what I mean? Just tell me what I want. I wanted to see your hoses. Can I see your hose? This will work for now. And I mean, we're going to cut it off right there. So should we do a poll on how quick it'll rot?
Yeah, we should definitely.
It'll get spongy and shit, but
We'll see.
who cares?
When it leaks, it leaks.
But for $21, we got our problem solved. So no excuses. Just get it done.
Let's get back.
If it's wrong, fix it later. Most people would have just drove home.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't
man.
do it.
He's right. That guy's working at Advanced Auto.
It's fine.
I ain't taking his advice.
We'll just do what we want like usual.
Let's go eat.
We're going into Chipotle. Tim brought me tacos from Chipotle like, I don't know, a month and a half ago, and I never had a Chipotle taco before, and it was the best thing I've ever had, so that's where we're going.
If you go to Chipotle and get a burrito, it's horrible. You get you a big bite of rice, and then you might get a big bite of all your chicken. But if you get tacos, then it's really good.
It's
soft
so good.
tacos. You get 3 of them babies, and you can mix your meats.
I'm gonna let him order for me like Jock
We're just
Ewing.
gonna get dual orders.
Yep.
I'll order for the young lady.
Got us some steak tacos.
really
That's
the
where
way.
it's at.
Look at that. That's the only way to go, man.
Can't see it.
No, that's how you eat at Chipotle right there. Get
So
some
good.
queso and some chips.
I'm ready to dig in. Well, I'm not ashamed to admit that I failed parking. It's really bad. I was like way out there. I didn't see it till we were inside sitting down eating, and I watched people missing their parking spots. So that was delicious. How was yours?
It wasn't too bad.
It was
A little
good.
heavy on the salsa, but I'm more of a dry taco type guy.
I want
It's
to go back
weird.
to. I want to go back to that agave and rye. That
Right
was the
now?
best tacos. Yes.
I got high on it. I got it. Here we go. Hey. Well, if the gas don't hurt it, this might. All this was wrong. One thing on the list. All this worked for me. Could have went with a little bigger size. You're gonna do it wrong.
Do it wrong all the way.
Keep doing it. I got it. Now it's stuck in my head. Now I'm a rap this.
No, it's not at all. That's a bad one. That's not it. That's not it.
Okay, inside. Who knew that a filler deck was going to be so much work? One of my next jobs is I'm going to take my little Cummins roll around engine stand. I'm going to make a Dana 60 roll around engine stand for a van job. That way we can get it under there, move it around.
Love it.
Well, I don't know if we're any better off than when we woke up. It needs to be shorter, which means I got to take it back off. Maybe. I mean, it's just, God, you can't get it to go uphill or it won't fill with the gas.
Oh yeah, I know.
Why is this being so hard? We'll cut it down. Brand new. Cut my tendon.
I'd rather you didn't do that today.
I like to use that voice when I say it.
Yeah, it's your favorite.
I gotta get cool. I gotta freshen up on the lyrics. So if you were rating projects probability factors, this one for the amount of now it's like a mission that I'm going to complete it even if it's wrong. Like, this is going to go on one way or the other, you know.
Yeah.
Or we just unedit all. We throw all this away. And we go on with our lives like it never happened. Because it's not even rated for gas. So now I've heated it up. You don't want to do anything. I want to clear up something for the folks. This has been weighing heavy on my mind since Saturday morning.
Okay.
You ever freshen up on something? Or maybe you just learned something and it's fresh on your mind and you want to share it with someone. Our kids do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, you're not going to believe what I found out. I got to find something sticking there to create me a little pipe. You're not going to believe what I found out, you know. And, I mean, you were watching TV and we found out that the Marlboro Man in the commercials didn't even smoke. And I thought that was crazy.
It is.
Because nothing in life is what it seems. And this isn't going to work. How am I going to get that on there with no leverage? But anyways, so we knew that the Marlboro Man didn't smoke. He only did it for the commercials. And then his kids asked him, Dad, why do you do those commercials? And he's like, I don't know. Those kids convinced him and he might have quit doing the commercials. So me and Jennifer stop at the Love's gas station on the way to Louisville. And we're getting coffees and stuff. And I was looking at the cigarettes and I asked the lady, hey, do you want to know something? And she ignored me. And then I said it again. And she looked at me through her glasses. Old Flo's diner type of lady. And I said, did you know the Marlboro Man didn't even smoke? And she says, well, the Marlboro Man, and this is probably exactly what she sounded like. Well, the Marlboro Man was Tom Selleck.
Originally. But no, he wasn't.
It was like I got punched right in the throat because I wasn't sure. but I knew, but I wasn't sure. And she didn't even listen to nothing I said. She shot me down quicker than can be, you know?
It was a real quick,
And
we gotta go.
so I went out in the car and Googled it. And Tom Selleck was the Salem cigarettes guy.
Winston-Salem.
The cigarette man is what they called him. Mm-hmm. Or God. Man or God.
Man, he was the man.
So, lady, listen to some knowledge. Wow!
Golly.
This is dumb. I'll never get this on that side. That's gonna be real tough. Huh?
That was pretty easy. Looked like.
think?
It looked like you made it look easy, I should say. Every time you move the camera, you move your head too. I can't get a good angle. You did good. They can't see the good angle. You did so good.
Right, how good you are, you run into stuff like this. Forgot my freaking clamps. These are big enough you can spread them out. Nothing ever. This is a good example of how things go. Never your way.
Well, it's just, challenges.
This is what. It's what you got to work through. Makes you want to go right back to failures. Make you want to go right back to the couch. But never got anything done on the couch. Some planning. Sometimes you can plan some stuff.
I don't know that we ever take the time to plan much of anything. Just do what we can when we can. Make it happen.
All right. Why is he putting all that work into that? You know, well, we want to get the truck running and moving, driving. There's probably an exact part number for this piece, and I'll look that up. But for $20 today, I'm getting some fuel in it. Know what I mean?
I know. It's just,
No regrets.
accomplishing that little goal.
Knowing you're stupid, when did you start? Leave a comment. How long you think? Do you think we'll even get 5 gallons in it before it rots out? Rots that hose out.
I think we need to Peter.
Peter.
Shut up.
Is this oxy?
I can't stand you. I think we need to put a piece just in some gas. I'm editing that out.
Why? That might be the ticket. See, look. It got it right on. Did you see that? Hot tub!
Gross.
Leave it. Let's focus in on the spit. You know, that repulse you? Everybody watching's had to do that.
It was the wad of spit coming out the side of your lip that was repulsing me. It wasn't like the fact that you put the tube in your mouth.
I had my tongue in it. I can't reach it. I had extreme moments of doubt there when we got back, and okay, so the math didn't math up. The hose is that was the smallest 1 3/4 measuring hose I ever seen. I even measured the inside diameter of it. We just gotta make that love. We just gotta make that love happen right there.
Okay.
Where's my knife? I'm itchy nose now. You've been talking about me.
The internet's talking about you in a tank top is what they're
Buzz.
worried about.
Hey, these guys, Barry and Ryan Jones. Ryan Jones, he's the watcher. He'll probably miss this, but you never want to miss an episode because I might talk about you. But Ryan and Barry Lee would go around mowing grass like crazy, and they'd wear them UVEX and big tall UVEX safety glasses. You could get American frames or Cincinnati Bengals, and they'd wear half shirts.
Oh,
Yeah, mowing, blue jean shorts and half shirts. Mow
That's
like
fine.
hell. So we can put gas in it now.
oh.
We don't have any, but we can put some in it. Hopefully nothing crawled into the gas tank. You know it did. Okay. Where are we at? We're waiting on this brake caliper right here to show up. Last night I got this bolt in on the sway bar. Make sure my steering's tight. We may have to adjust some steering. I had to modify my brake lines. They didn't fit, so I made them fit. Which I don't recommend modifying your brake lines, but I do things a little different. You know me. I'll drive around no floor. I don't care about brake lines. So, well, that don't sound good. I do care about them.
Yeah.
But they were square and they need to be round, so I just made them round. I think we'll be all right. What else you got? Did you enjoy your mission?
Yeah, that was fun. I had fun.
Now I gotta find something that'll fit this. What do we got?
Oh, look, I gotta share this. I'll have to share this every time. There's my mom out there getting wood out of the bucket, getting her firewood. I don't know if you can see it through the screen.
She cuts it all herself.
Look at her out there working hard. Love her. Little soul. She gets mad at me every time I put her in these videos like that, but I think it's funny.
So I gotta hunt for a little piece of pipe. I'll find that. That's not important. I'll do it today. We accomplished what we came for. There's something we're gonna do real quick while we got it up in the air. Remember our fiasco we had with the wrong RTV sealant?
Yeah. How could I forget?
So I have glued these back on, but I don't know with what. Catch what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. I do catch what you're saying.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to put a little bit in them. What's that? You think that's a good idea? Instead of filling them up, we're just going to put a little bit in. See if they leak.
Oh, definitely. Don't want to waste it.
Somewhere I had your magic hose and I can't. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Uh-huh. See? You said, why do you want to keep that? Well, because we're going to use it. It's handy. You're a great little
If
inventor.
you got room to store stuff, keep everything. They're probably wondering, what in the hell is he talking about? I'll tell you. We one time grabbed the wrong RTV. Grabbed blue silicone and used it on Dick Banjo on the differentials and wondered why they leaked. I'm like, I've never had one leak. Well, bought some more of that stuff. We went over it in one video. Some of it's not oil compatible. Thick. Some of it's not oil compatible. And I'm not sure what I glued these on with. So we're just going to...
I think I bought the new stuff for
I already
this.
had these on.
Oh.
I was thinking about like things I got to do to it. That stuff's super thick, man. We're just going to put maybe a quart in. And then we'll know if it leaks. Should have put it in front of the heater. Get that viscosity down. What do you know about viscosity?
Thickness.
It's there. It's full thickness. I don't even know if it's coming out. What? Pump it. Actually, I'm just going to fill the front because I glued them on with the same tube. And we'll just see. If it leaks, I'll take them back off. But I don't want to take them back off if I don't have to.
Oh, yeah.
That header's right in the way of that spring hanger. That sucks. Don't know why that's always got to be a thing. Would you agree we got any in?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't tell by that bottle. I don't know.
Here. You can see it in the slit. All right. It'll start leaking if it's going to leak. It'll probably leak pretty quick. What else we got? I got bolt the bumper on. I got a list of stuff to do. I got to work through it. We can't bore them with every nut and bolt.
No, definitely not. I think that's, we've accomplished our goal.
We're heading towards a fire up. This bike's always in my way. We're heading towards the fire up. We've heard the motor run and stuff, but we haven't heard it running this. Got new freeze plugs in it. Hopefully it didn't freeze up because I probably started thinking that it probably just had water in it. But I had all the freeze plugs out, so I know it didn't have water in it up to that level. So we should be fine there. But we're moving along. This will be your basic 3/4 ton swapped, 4-wheel drive, square body, 4-speed. This is going to make you want to drive to the fair and get a corn dog. This is going to make you want to drive around and see your cousins and wave at them.
It's going to make you want to go fishing. So, yeah.
Barbed wire chicken and aluminum foil.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take her fishing. That is what everybody dreams of. Is back up, open the tailgate.
Yeah.
It's getting a little warmer. We'll get the hood painted, get the tailgate painted. We got some stuff to do on the body. It's almost a running, driving truck. They're always more valuable when they start up, back in and out of the garage on their own.
It's on its way.
Yeah, once you're starting to do the gear lube and the brake lines and the knickknacks like this, we're in the last 10% takes 90% of the time. You can put a motor in a couple hours, but it might take you a couple days to get it running.
All right.
Here, you've been working on your truck. You've stuff here, brake line. You'll show them some of that. Look, what do you think of that? It ain't done yet, but it's pretty clean, ain't it?
Yeah.
I made those brackets out of scrap metal. The one down below, that's all homemade.
It looks real good.
Got lights up there. We'll have more lights. Going to make this hole bigger and make a hole up there bigger. I'm going to run all of the tail lights and back all the wiring through the frame.
Nice.
That's going to look good.
It looks real good. I'm real excited. It's coming right along.
Yep. We got to buy some parts for this, got to buy some parts for that, buy some parts for this. We just buy them as we save beer, other people's beer cans, soda cans. We go to Canada, turn in 10 centers. Cards of darkness.
Oh my God.
All right, so just the rest of this, just watch me work on some brakes and stuff. We'll catch you up at the end. All right, after an all-day fiasco, will it take gas with the radiator hose? And for how long? You expect it to just pour out the bottom all over? Yeah, this is one of the greatest gas cans ever made after you drill a hole in it. Bypass that government part. Let's see what she'll do. Let's see. Can's leaking. That's to be expected. Seems to be taking it. Let's get something for our gas leak. So far, so good. Goes right in. Nothing is leaking other than my can. These were 6-gallon, 16-ounce cans. These are good, big, tall cans. Those spouts are nice when they work. This one leaks quite a bit, but it's taking it. No problem. No problem. Never waste a good gas rag on cleaning something. Gasoline's the best cleaner. Yes, I don't do no research. If I say something is like I sound like a fact, I didn't do any research, okay? I'm just saying that. That's what we do here. We just say things. All right. Now, you got to consider that a success. Now we have 5 gallons of fuel in it. We have that hooked up. It may not be right. It may come back to harm us. May come back to bite us in the ass at a gas station someday. But I think we're probably pretty good. I think that might last for a little bit. And I woke up with that in mind, and I knew I was going to have to do it. So now I've discovered that this front wheel bearing setup sounds like gravel. So next we're going to jerk that apart. All right. We don't have brakes on this side, but listen. I just don't like the sounds of that. So I already popped the lockout off, 6 bolts. And then this snap ring goes right there. I pop that baby off. Now we're going to get in here. There's the external snap ring. And you can't do anything until you weasel that guy out of there. That's a good working lockout. They usually don't come shooting out at you like that. There's nothing wrong with that. These lockouts work by engaging spring pressure onto this plate right here. So this plate will spin. As long as it, and then until you lock it in, and then it engages the teeth. Once it's pushed all the way in, it won't engage. Then you turn the lockout, turns that knob, locks her into place. Now, I do have a socket for this one. Let me go look. All right, I just got the old 4-prong. You want a socket for these because that's so far up in there you can't really reach it with screwdrivers. These are serviceable wheel bearings, so if they go bad, it was because you neglected them. Because you can grease them, take them apart, repack them, which is probably what we'll end up doing if they're not bad. Gotta get the lock ring out of there, get the second nut. Alright, now this has holes in it. This next lock ring will probably have it should have a stud on it that goes onto. Sometimes they're missing though. That wasn't very tight. Don't know why I'm kneeling. I guess I could raise it up some more. Kind of goofy. Grease cover. Not horrible. Alright, found a typical setup. Rusted collar, which don't really do anything. But we're going to clean all this up. Somebody's been in here recently, and that spindle's been through some wear and tear. That spindle's marked up. Somebody's been beating on it. But you can buy new spindles if you need to. People don't know how to get them off, so they beat on them. You need to get all your bolts out and then work them back and forth with a dead blow hammer. But they try to beat on it where they don't think the bearing's going to touch. And it just kind of compromises them. I think this will be all right. We will clean up. We will pop that bearing out, flip it over on the table, prop it up, punch the bearing out, and then I'll clean everything with gasoline. I'll get me a little bucket of gasoline, clean everything, and then repack these bearings. It's pretty greasy. I can tell someone's been in here because there's new red grease inside. There's really no reason for it. There's no point in having new grease mixed in with the old junk. And you could probably get a bearing kit sent to you cheap. It still feels pretty good though. We'll just clean it out good. Get some new red tacky. Life goes on. This is the kind of stuff you need to do when you first get a truck. Swap axles. You want to do stuff like this. Alright, so far, got the gas tank hooked up, got the brakes on the other side done. We're going to maintenance this wheel bearing set up, put new grease in it, clean it all up, put it back on, tighten it down to spec, put it all back in with the snap rings, grease the lockout, put it all back in. It'll be good to go. The lockouts, there's nothing wrong with them. They have like some cheap chrome covering on them, which goes bad, but it don't affect use. So we got our raised arm, got our steering on there, 2-wheel drive box, shocks. We're almost there. Now that we got gas in it, we can start thinking about getting it fired up. And then we're going to do a budget disc brake job on the back. So that's coming up next. Got me a dog bowl full of gasoline. All right, here's the nipple I was talking about. This has a groove in it and holes all the way around it. So that groove will only go in the spindle one way. That nipple, you got to make sure is sticking out. I don't know if you can see that. That has to be sticking out. Put that on first. Put your only lock ring on. And then the second one sandwiches onto that with a torque spec, which is usually just bearings seem a little loose, but we'll run them. Once we pack them with grease, they should be all right. Probably needs replaced. They had that in the wrong place. Whoever was in these before thought these off Wyatt Wayne. All right. Probably easier just to take a rag, get all that thick grease out. It's mixture. See, there's red in there. Somebody's been in here recent. Getting everything clean sometimes is the worst part. I don't have a parts washer because I don't have a big enough shop. I gotta use my dog's water bowl. I'm gonna get all the oil out. Nice, clean, fresh surface. See what I mean? It's almost impossible to run out of grease if you do it right. This one would have never ran out of grease. It just had a mixture of some 1979 grease, some 2009 grease. Get as much of that out as we can. We're getting there. All right. We'll probably be able to get the rest with some brake clean. We'll spill it all. Thank you. All right. All right. Well, you see what's happening here. Now I'm ready to grease them, put it all back together. Got my spindle cleaned off. Got my rotor and my hub cleaned out for the most part, 80-90%. Fresh grease. Put the inner bearing in. Put your back seal on. Put it on. Start putting the front back together. I'll wipe it down one more time before we go on, but it's not. This stuff's pretty hard to break. Going dry with oil or something like that might be the reason why you ruin it for stupidity. We used to do a lot of tug of trucking, so we would break stuff. You do a lot of tug of truck, this axle will snap, and then it flares this out, junks everything, but we're not doing that anymore. We're just trying to get them on the road, so I'll get back with you when I start greasing them. All right. Back on the spindle job. I thought I was done for the night, but I went ahead and cleaned it, so I went ahead and greased it, and then I got the seal back in. I didn't have red tacky. I like to use the red tacky, the tackiest stuff you can use, but I don't have any, so I just used some good tube grease. I got my front bearing ready to go. I'm gonna put gloves back on once I get my camera situated. So your rear hubs don't get fluid from the differential like the rear axle does. The rear 14-bolt floater, it gets its lubrication on the bearings from the gear oil. Believe it or not, it works its way out, lubes, keeps moving around. You really don't have to grease those. It don't hurt to grease them when you put them together. Actually, I usually do because the grease just dissipates into the gear oil. So we are almost ready. I might as well raise it up. Hold on a minute. All right, so I got my rear bearing in, got my seal back in. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand, get as much grease as I can. I'm going to stick it up in there. Like a turd. Ha. It's like you're delivering a calf or something, I guess. Try to get my hand in there. There's a cavity in there, and I try to get as much grease as I can in there. And that stuff will just move around. It'll help. If the bearings get a little dry, then we know that's back in there. There's a compartment between the spindle where no bearings touch. So that kind of gives that grease an extra place to be. Then if you start running a little dry, hopefully it's moving around in there. Stay. There's my nut with my nipple out. There's really nothing else. There's no thrush washer or anything on here that goes against that. This just goes right against the bearing. At least on this one. Alright, now we got to get our slot onto our spindle, which is about 5 o'clock. And we want to get our nut locked in on it. So you got to get down here where you can see it. Come on, baby, get on there. There we go. First try, I got her locked in. Believe that? Alright. She's on the nipple. Alright. Now this one don't have one, so it's just sandwiches between them. Sometimes it takes a few tries, sometimes it takes one try. Click, click, click. Alright. There's old Jenny back from working out, boys. Alright, now we got our spring set up. Now, the lockout. Alright. External snap ring. Should have spring tension pushing your lockout out. Now we got a C-clip. You might have to reach back, push your axle out. They will go back in on you. Alright. Nothing to it. Put the lockout back on. So, these are what will turn your hub, your lockout. Pushes them out. There's 3 grooves in here. We want to put those teeth right in those grooves. I want to double check, but put your teeth in your grooves, your screws should line up. Got 6 Allen screws, go right in your body. And then lockouts, you can see right there, lockouts are real easy to replace. So don't be like me and don't drive your army truck around with broken lockouts. These are 10-bolt lockouts, they're not very expensive. I need a set of 1-ton lockouts for mine. They're double, maybe even triple. It might be $300 now for a good set of 1 premiums for a Dana 60. Don't over tighten these because you're going to need to get them out. And you're just screwing into aluminum. There she is from working out. Getting tight for Randy. Alright, I'm happy with it. I know what's inside of it. Now we're ready for our brake caliper to show up from Rock Auto. And we'll finish that side up, get our brake line hooked up. We're almost done with the front. Really the only thing left is front drive shaft, but that's not super important to drive it. This is more work than I thought I was going to show you, but it's basic general knowledge. This is stuff you can work on yourself. Whether you're 15 or 65, you can do this kind of stuff right here. Got our gas tank hooked up. Flow, got to tighten some shocks, fix some, tighten some stuff. On to the next project.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for our, what day is it, video, Wednesday video. We got a little mixed up in the footage because we had to take you along on this semi ride, which was so much fun. We hope you guys enjoyed that one, but we got you back to work, which was some footage from before. So we're kind of off on our days. That's not typical for us, but we hope you enjoy it. There was a lot of fun stuff in there.
So this is probably the first time I've ever showed weakness on camera. That's not by accident. I'm usually pretty good at everything. But it was a trick getting the old sucker home and everything, and that was a fun video.
It was so fun.
This video was before that, so it was so much fun we couldn't wait. It was exciting. And somebody left a comment, was like, I don't understand the hype over an old marketplace semi. If you've never drove one and you always wanted one, excuse me, the thing is awesome, man. We've been having so much fun. The smiles are real.
Yeah.
It's more about having that kind of fun and not getting too busy.
Like, we try to show you guys who we are, what we do. Everything we show you is real. Like, nothing is staged. We don't do 2 takes. We don't do anything. Like, it's all just how we live our lives and the things that we do. So this is something fun for us, and we think it's fun for you guys to watch too. So we're going to go on a lot of adventures in this semi here. I can't wait for.
A lot of adventures and everything.
Yeah, we have so many projects and so much fun stuff going on.
We've been waiting on one project.
It's coming up.
So
you guys have been waiting on it too, I know. So
there's really no excuses. I guess there is excuses. I need to order a few parts. So sun's coming out. Attitudes are on the peaking. We're peaking. All right, we're having fun.
I'm gonna tell them something. I don't know if you want me to. I don't know if you want me to, but I'm going to. We are planning on taking a trip in March. We're going to the Spring Turkey Rod Run in Daytona.
Oh, I didn't know.
You did know. We talked about this. So it's at the end of March, and there's going to be a big reveal for that trip. We're not going to tell you what yet, but there's some exciting things coming, and we're going to take it on the road.
Always down for that. No objections out of me.
He did know. He knew. We've talked about it.
We talk a lot. I'm usually in the barn until 8 or 9. I come in, we rattle each other's brains for about 2 hours, wake up, do it again, go about our day. So it's fun and games. We're going to have to start getting ready for our car show soon.
Yeah, that's coming up. We're so excited for that.
Big sponsors.
Yeah, man. We've got somebody that is coming on board as a sponsor that's going to be coming to the shop, and we're going to do some interviews and share that with you guys really soon too. That's really exciting. Not going to reveal that yet, but lots of exciting stuff coming.
What did you say? I was petting the dog. I'm going to tell you something else you don't know.
What?
We have possibly the world's greatest podcast coming. We had one. We just setting it up. But we found something, and it's being worked on right now, and we're going to go it's being stripped, I should say. And we're going to go pick that up, and we're going to deliver you one of the greatest podcast setups that a person could ever.
Yeah.
People are going to buy tickets.
They're going to beg to be in it.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to say.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of things going on. I'm moving in a new direction.
You're moving?
This year. Yeah. I got an apartment.
We got apartments everywhere.
I am personally moving in a new direction this year.
If she's seen that mouse come out of the hole in the wall earlier, eating the dog food, she would move.
Oh my God.
Everybody's got one. We're living a real life Tom and Jerry over here.
Yeah. It's true.
He was the cutest little thing. But anyways, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to go work on something. We love it, all of you watching. Our watch hours always stay up pretty good. Views may not be as good as everybody else's, but we get a lot of watch hours. We appreciate it. And we got a lot of merch backing up, a lot of new opportunities coming. Been talking to some different people. And our good friends at Interco, we can't ever thank them enough. And Horn Blasters is also part of our program. And Mike Hill helps us out on all of our apparel needs. And we have a few other friends out there that toss in stuff that they think we might like. And we appreciate that too. It's not about the cars anymore, man. It's about the people. So
yeah, for sure. So we're just moving on in the directions that we choose to, and it's going to be a fun one. So
my direction is to pull into your driveway. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to drive, and we're going to pull into your driveways. So get to know us, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, bring a buddy, tell a friend, buy, sell, trade, but don't you dare miss it.
yeah,
Piece and grease, one piece at a time.